A woman rushing to work accidentally bumped into a stranger man. Coincidentally, the man's chewing gum fell out of his mouth and just happened to stick to the spot where the woman sat. The man quickly helped her pick up her documents when he saw this, but after the woman left, the man noticed the chewing gum stuck to her butt. He hurried to catch up with her, but because of the awkward location, he had to wait until she was at the bus stop and planned to secretly remove it for her. But the woman misunderstood the scene and thought he was a pervert. Before the man could explain, the woman chased after him to scold him. Just then, the car she had called arrived, and the man finally managed to get away. After seeing the woman leave, the man dared to climb down from the railing. He hadn't expected that on the first day reporting to the family business he'd run into such a frustrating situation. Turns out, the man was actually the real CEO. He had just returned to the country and was preparing to take over the CEO position again. He didn't expect to meet the woman, and even more coincidentally, the woman turned out to be an employee at his company. Seeing this, the CEO came up with a plan. Meanwhile, the woman arrived at the office right on time. But as soon as she sat down, she heard her co-workers discussing the new CEO. They said he was not only young and capable, but also handsome and wealthy. The woman immediately felt overjoyed upon hearing that. But what she didn't know was that the CEO was the same man she had just scolded earlier. While everyone was still chatting, the woman's mother suddenly called. It turned out she wanted her to go on a blind date. Even though the guy was a young and successful businessman, he was still a cripple after all. The woman immediately refused her mother upon hearing that, but her mother insisted, saying they couldn't afford to offend him and forced her to go on the date. Helplessly, the woman lied that she already had a fiancé and that he was the CEO of a corporation. This statement shocked the CEO's assistant nearby. The CEO clearly didn't have a girlfriend, so where did this fiancé come from? The assistant immediately thought the woman was pretending to be the CEO's fiancé, so he rushed after her and stopped her. Just as he was about to expose her, the CEO suddenly called him and told him to look after the woman. But what the CEO actually meant was to find a chance to teach her a lesson. But the assistant misunderstood his meaning and thought the woman really was the CEO's fiancé, so his attitude changed completely. Seeing this, the woman awkwardly walked away, but the assistant's muttering was overheard by the manager behind him. When the manager found out the woman was the CEO's wife, he was stunned. So his attitude toward the woman changed drastically too. When he found out the supervisor had deducted her pay, he even spoke up for her. Not only made the supervisor return her salary, but also demanded an apology to the woman. Even the woman herself was shocked by what was happening. The manager who usually bullied her was now defending her. The supervisor nearby was also very confused, but had no choice